Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. Here is your daily technical analysis of Brent crude oil, spot gold, and Bitcoin. However, before we start, I just wanted to let you know that no AI, that is artificial intelligence, was ever used in the composition, production, or recognition of any of the patterns, levels, analysis, or on any related items on these, my charts. This was all authentic intelligence, all my own original work, as I think you deserve to have that. So with that, ICE Brent crude oil futures. Higher bearish opening long black Mariposa and bearish engulfing pattern yesterday, after the previous session's opening third bullish white soldier. Just under the congestion from July 2014 around the 106.79 to 107.46 congestion before dropping down below the previous two sessions closes to halt at the November 22 high at 99.61 and close just above it. Prices passed down through the August 22 high at 105.49 and the congestion from August 2014 between 101.55 and the September 2014 high at 103.34, containing an extension to the bright pink neckline, which is currently 103.05, of the March to April 2024 head and shoulders top. Further below we have congestion between 98.75 and 98.89, containing the 50% Fibonacci line of the 2022 to 2025 move at 98.89 and the September 23 high at 97.68, which had been the base of last Friday's action. Below this we have a lesser Fibonacci line at 96.17 before we come to last week's gapping action between 93.80 to 95.20. Now so far today, well, a higher open at the base of the 101.55 to 103.34 congestion, moving up through this but stopping short of the August 22 high before pulling back down to the bright pink neckline extension at the moment. Spot gold, a lower if still indecisive spinning top yesterday, as well as a fourth bearish black crow. Prices dipped below the important and key 50% Fibonacci line for the whole late January action at 49.99. Remember that number, but did not close below it, opting to close right on it. Additionally, the dip below did not manage to reach any of the combination of the next 50% Fibonacci line, the one for the late December 25 to late January 26 move at 49.31, as well as the rising green short medium moving average, currently 49.24, and managed neither of those. Prices nevertheless continues to move below the early February to mid-March small bull channel. It's currently 51.99 to 56.03. Such a move down gives us the primary target X in the 49.60 zone, a target that arguably could be called reached yesterday when we had a low of 49.66. Then there's a secondary harder to reach target X1 not too far down at 48.95, and a tertiary, much harder to reach target X2 down at 47.35. Despite the bearish targets, the dominant longer term pattern and showrunner here still remains. It is the dark blue late December 25 to early February 26 bullish shift pitch hook, with the market a little under the dark blue middle time, which is currently at 51.85. So far today, well, seemingly basing itself on the key important 50% Fibonacci line of 49.99. Bitcoin, a bullish closing white Mariposa and 7th bullish white soldier yesterday. The base of the action was on the lesser Fibonacci line at 72.023, just above the 50% Fibonacci line of the November 22 to October 25 move at 17.929. With prices pushing up through a lesser Fibonacci line at 72.023 and the next congestion made up from the March 24 high and the April 25 low at 73.779 and 74.444 respectively, but halting at the key and overall pattern here, which is the dark blue early February to date bull channel line The bull channel is currently 65.422 to 75.154, specifically the dark blue upper bull channel line at 75.154. This dark blue bull channel continues to raise the question as to whether this is a potential halfway hesitation for a much lower market, and it'd be a big one if it is, or a potential basing action which may be happening for higher prices. Additionally, we still have in the bigger picture, just about hanging on, a very large October 25 to date bearish halfway hesitation. Primary and secondary targets for this pattern have already been achieved, leaving just the much harder to reach tertiary target X2 down in the 54,000 zone. I am having serious doubts as to whether we will reach target X2, and I will likely retire it once we have neutralized the idea of a bearish halfway hesitation. Now, so far for today, a further move higher over the dark blue upper bull channel line, but not managing to stay up there as prices have slipped back down just below the March 24 high right now.
Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and at the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpick and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.